Singapore is ranked 66 in the Global Democracy Index, Taiwan 8, Malaysia 39, Indonesia 52, Philippines 54 in Asia. And Singapore is classified as flawed democracy. But so what? In the Philippines, Indonesia and Malaysia, there are a lot of people are like beggars and poor children are walking on the street without wearing any clothes. Could democracy convert to how people could live better and enjoy whatever they want in the country? The answer is no. This is why Singapore doesn't have a lot of poor and homeless people. But we can see many rich people in Singapore enjoying abalone every day. Or even how poor the people are, they still could enjoy nasi lemak and chicken wings every day. Democracy is for leaders to control the world so that the rich could remain rich and the poor could remain poor happily. Couldn't we see that every time any election comes, we will always see only the common people are the ones coming up with the time, effort and even money to help those who want to be elected in the government, and after they got elected, their true colors come out and they become worse than dictator. Hence the opposite meaning of democracy shouldn't be dictatorship. Plus this kind of democracy goes round and around every 5 years in the cycle, and common people has never learned the lessons, yet still thinking that every time changing a president or government is for improving their life, but in reality, their lives still remain the same or even get worse. In order to maintain world power, the USA is using democracy to suppress third world countries like Mexico and the Philippines to become poor and let them continue to be the third world, so that the West will always continue to enjoy their first world status and look down on people like us who don't belong to them, although their leaks have been saying that everyone is equal and human rights and freedom are for everyone and every country. The Philippines and Indonesia are ranked high in democracy, but the government is full of corruption and they are still suppressing the poor. There are no human rights and freedom, but freedoms and rights for more people to become beggars, robbers, drug addicts, cheaters, prostitutes, and men become women to be prostitutes. The West is using democracy to make sure that third world countries will not grow and continue to be a third world. If all countries grow to become first world one day, then who is going to be the first in the world? The West doesn't want others to be equal with them, lest they will lose their first world status that they have been holding a very long time in this world. How about Taiwan? It's just a chess piece for the US for whoever the president is, whether Trump or Biden. This is why Taiwan is not able to grow and is suppressed by the West. In fact, Taiwan is worse than a third world country now. This is why we don't see many Taiwanese products coming here, and there are even power blackouts on the whole island frequently. So now you know why Taiwan is ranked so high in the democracy, because they have been licking the armpit of the US so much to get that ranking. The more they lick, the higher they go. Although Singapore has recklessly supported the sanction of Russia, our Singapore government has been trying not to let democracy take over too much, so that Singapore will continue to grow in Asia. There's no way for any country to grow if the government keep on changing, or president keep on changing, or prime ministers keep on changing, because of democracy, right?